Japan, the land of the rising sun, is a nation renowned for its blend of cutting-edge technology, deep-rooted traditions, and breathtaking natural landscapes. Each year, millions of visitors are drawn to its vibrant cities, historic temples, and scenic wonders. However, Japan's current openness to the world is a relatively recent development. For over 200 years, from the 17th to the 19th century, Japan remained largely closed to outsiders, a period known as Sakoku. During this era, Japan experienced significant cultural and economic growth, leading to the establishment of many traditions and practices still cherished today. But how did Japan transition from isolation to becoming one of the world's most developed and open nations? This is the story of Japan's remarkable transformation. Early Japan and the rise of the Yamato state. The Japanese archipelago has been inhabited for over 40,000 years, with early settlers arriving from mainland Asia, bringing skills in agriculture and metalworking. By the 3rd century AD, the Yamato region had emerged as a powerful political entity under a monarch known as the Emperor. Japan's early development was heavily influenced by Chinese and Korean cultures. Buddhism arrived from Korea in 552, and by 645, the Taika reforms reshaped Japan's political system, mirroring China's imperial model. In 794, Emperor Kanmu established a permanent capital in Kyoto, marking the start of the Heian period, 794–1185, an era of artistic and literary flourishing. However, the imperial court became increasingly detached from governance, leading to the rise of powerful regional warlords. The age of the samurai and feudal Japan. The weakening of central authority allowed warrior clans such as the Taira and Minamoto to rise. Their rivalry culminated in the Genpei War, 1180–1185, where Minamoto no Yoritomo emerged victorious, establishing Japan's first military government, the shogunate, in Kamakura in 1192. This marked the beginning of nearly 700 years of samurai rule. During the 13th century, Japan faced an existential threat from the Mongol Empire. Kublai Khan launched invasions in 1274 and 1281, but both times his fleets were decimated by powerful typhoons, later called kamikaze or divine wind. Despite these victories, internal strife continued. By the 16th century, Japan was engulfed in the Sengoku or Warring States period, where rival daimyo, feudal lords, fought for supremacy. The introduction of European firearms in 1543 revolutionized warfare, and powerful leaders such as Oda Nobunaga and Toyotomi Hideyoshi used them to unify much of Japan. The Tokugawa shogunate and the policy of isolation. After Hideyoshi's death in 1598, Tokugawa Ieyasu seized power, defeating his rivals at the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600. He established the Tokugawa shogunate, which ruled Japan for over 260 years from Edo, modern Tokyo. To maintain stability, the Tokugawa implemented strict social policies and enforced sakoku, national seclusion, in 1639, cutting off most foreign trade and interactions. Christianity was banned, and only limited trade with China, Korea, and the Dutch was permitted in Nagasaki. While isolated, Japan thrived economically and culturally. Infrastructure improved, literacy rates rose, and the arts flourished. However, by the 19th century, the economy stagnated, famines hit, and dissatisfaction with the shogunate grew. The end of isolation and the Meiji Restoration. Japan's seclusion ended abruptly in 1853 when American Commodore Matthew Perry arrived in Edo Bay with a fleet of warships, demanding trade relations. Faced with superior Western firepower, the Tokugawa shogunate signed treaties opening Japan's ports to foreign trade. This capitulation angered many, leading to the Boshin War, 1868, where reformist forces led by the Choshu and Satsuma domains defeated the shogunate. In 1869, Emperor Meiji moved the imperial court to Edo, renamed it Tokyo, and launched the Meiji Restoration. Japan rapidly modernized, adopting Western infrastructure, military tactics, and education systems. Japan's rise as a global power. Japan's new military strength was tested in 1894 to 1895 during the First Sino-Japanese War, where it defeated China and annexed Taiwan. In 1905, Japan shocked the world by defeating Russia in the Russo-Japanese War, becoming the first Asian power to defeat a Western nation. By 1910, Japan had annexed Korea, positioning itself as the dominant power in East Asia. During World War I, it joined the Allies and expanded its influence in the Pacific. By the 20th century, Japan had transformed from an isolated feudal state into an emerging global power, setting the stage for its further involvement in world affairs. Japan's journey from isolation to modernization is a testament to its resilience and adaptability. From the samurai-led shogunate to the technological marvel it is today, Japan's history is one of remarkable transformation. This once closed nation is now a global leader in technology, culture, and innovation, a true testament to its enduring spirit.